Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Jyoti Prakash and let's get to know the video. So as you know, today is Friday and market already closes today and it already been 1 week and also today is the last day of our trading hours for the year 2022 and we will going to look into in weekly candle and we may look into in monthly candle also for identifying any kind of trend. In monthly candle, Bank Nifty made good, very good candle here, and it's kind of sideways candle here. So if market once again trades above that higher side, and when it closes above that, then it may show target up to 46,000 as for monthly candle, and it may be happen that it took resistance from that level, which is 40,500 or 44,000 level, and maybe show some negative movement here until our target will be that lower side of that candle, which is 14,500. Okay, now let's look into in weekly candle. In weekly candle, it looks positive to me, but as of now, we can't say anything. It needs to close above 42,500 for making any kind of positive movement here. And if it opens flat or opens gap down and shows a negative movement from that level, which is 40,000 level or 40,500 level, then it may be go down for another 1 or 2 week. Okay. And now let's look into in one-day candle chart. In one-day candle chart, you can clearly see that yesterday I told you if it opens gap up and shows any kind of negative movement here or opens gap down or opens flat, any kind of opening, and if it shows any kind of negative movement there, then you can take trade for selling. Today that happens and it opens gap up around 40,400 and shows negative movement here, and now it trades around level 40,000. So my suggestion would be if on Monday, if it opens flat or opens gap down and shows negative movement below 40,000 level, then you can expect some selling pressure here and target will be 40,600 to 40,500. For buying, it needs to trade above 40,400 or 500. Then after that, we can take any kind of buying trade. Now let's look into in 15-minute candle where we can take trade on Monday. In 15-minute candle, you can clearly see that it halted around 40,200 level and after it breaks that, it acts as a resistance level. So for any buying, it needs to close above 40,200 and you can set your target up to 40,400 to 40,500. But my suggestion would be if it opens flat and shows any kind of negative scenario below 40,000 level or 40,900 level, then you can expect some selling pressure here and our target will be 42,600 first and next target will be 42,500. And if it opens a gap down around 42,500 and if it shows any kind of positive movement here, then you can also take trade for buying because previously we have seen some buying pressure here and it may be happen that it opens around that zone and it shows some negative movement or closes below 42,500. Then also you can take trade for selling. And for any gap up, as I said, it needs to close above 42,450 or 500. Then after that, you can expect any kind of buying pressure from there. Now let's look into Nifty in monthly candle. Nifty looks more negative than Bank Nifty because it opens a gap up and now in monthly candle it shows some negative movement here and now it trades around 18,100 level. So if this month it trades below 18,000 level, then it may show some really great movement to downwards until 17,000. For any buying, my suggestion would be let it closes above 18,650 or 700. Then after that we can expect any kind of buying pressure from here. And that's it for in 1 month candle. Now let's look into in weekly candle. In weekly candle, it looks kind of positive to me, but you can assume that continuously it goes down for the last 3 weeks, and this week it looks positive to me. And if it trades below that zone, which is 17,750 or 800, then it may show some negative movement here also, and you can set your target to 17,500 to 17,200. And but my suggestion would be let it closes below 17,750 for taking any kind of larger trend to downwards, and for any buying you can wait it to closes above 18,300. In weekly 1 day candle, that similar kind of pattern also make here. It needs to closes above 18,300 for taking any kind of buying trade. For any selling, you can take immediately trade if it opens a gap up or opens gap down and shows any kind of negative movement below 18,100 or round double 18,000. Then you can take trade for selling. But on Monday, if it opens around 18,100 and shows any kind of negative movement, then you can take trade for selling and your target will be 18,000 round level first. Next target you can set to 17,920 to 17,900. Now let's look into in 15-minute candle where you can take trade if it opens flat, gap up and gap down. If it opens flat and trades below, as I said, if it opens flat and trades below 18,100, then you can take trade for selling, and your target will be 18,000 round level first. Next target will be 17,922 round level 900. And if it opens gap up, then it needs to sustain above 18,200, because from 18,200 we have seen some rapid selling pressure here, so it needs to close above that for taking any kind of buying trade. And my suggestion would be trade with small quantity, and you can set your target to 18,282 round level 18,300. And for if it opens a gap up around 18,300 and shows negative movement there, then you can also take trade for selling. And it may be happen that it opens gap down around 18,000 and shows positive movement here, then also you can take trade for buying, because in bank nifty also it took support from that 42,500 level, and in nifty it took support from that 18,000 level. So if it opens around that 18,000 and shows positive movement here, then you can take trade for buying. And it may be happen that it opens gap down and trades below 18,000 level, then also you can take trade for selling, and you can set your target to 70,900 to 70,100 for the next 1 or 2 days. And that's it for bank nifty and nifty. Now let's look into bank nifty components. In bank nifty components, our first bank will be HDFC Bank. And in HDFC Bank, you can see that it opens gap up above that resistance zone and shows negative movement here. And it made low of around 1620. So if Monday market opens flat or opens gap down and shows any kind of negative movement here, then you can expect some selling pressure here, and target will be 1620 first. Next target will be 1610. For any buying, my suggestion would be let it closes above 1640 in next 1 or 2 days. Then after that, we can take trade for any kind of buying. And in ICC Bank, it opens flat and shows negative movement here. And yesterday also I told you, if it opens flat and shows negative movement here, then you can expect some selling pressure here. And if when it closes below 900 level, after that it shows some good movement here, and it now trades around 880. So you can take trade for selling on Monday if it opens flat and trades below 890, and your target will be 880. But if it opens gap up and sustains above 900, then after that we will going to wait for another 1 or 2 days for any kind of trend confirmation. Then after that we can decide what to do. Now let's look into in SBI Bank. In SBI, it opens flat and did not show some negative movement here, and now it trades around that higher side, which previously acted as a resistance level. So if it took support from 610 level, that shows positive movement here, then you can take trade for buying, and your target will be high of that high of the today's candle, which is 620. And another thing may happen that it opens gap down and trades below 610, then you can expect some selling pressure here also, and you can set your target to 600 level. So it depends on you. If it opens gap up or gap down and shows any kind of movement, just wait for 15 to 20 minutes for any kind of trend confirmation. Then after that, we can expect buying or selling pressure from that zone. In Kotak Bank, it now trades around that zone, which is 1880 or 1810 level. So my suggestion would be let it closes above 1840 to taking any kind of buying trade, or let it closes below 1810 to for taking any kind of selling trade. So if it trades between that zone, then we'll going to wait for another 1 or 2 days for any kind of trend movement, trade scenario, or any kind of trend movement. Then after that, we can take trade for buying or selling. Now let's look into Axis Bank. In Axis Bank, it opens gap up and it shows negative movement here. So it maybe continuously goes down if it opens flat and trades below 930. And we can set our target to 925 first. Next target will be 917. For any buying, it needs to close above 940 or 45. Then after that, we can expect any kind of buying pressure from that zone. In IndusInd Bank, it opens around that zone which previously acted as a resistance level, and you can clearly see that it opens around 1240 level and shows negative movement here. So it maybe shows continuous negative movement. If it trades below 1220, then you can expect some selling pressure here also, and target will be around level 1200. For any buying, as I said, my suggestion would be let it closes above 1240, then you can expect some buying pressure in IndusInd Bank. And that's it for today, guys. If you like the video, please share it and subscribe my channel. Bye bye, everyone.